Hello, everyone. Welcome to Professional Development Channel. Here is the insight for every business leader watching this. Indigo fell into the fair weather trap. For 15 years, if you wanted to be on time in India, you flew Indigo. They were the masters of the clock. They defined efficiency. But in early December 2025, the unthinkable happened. Their on-time performance didn't just dip. It crashed to 8.5%. Over 2,000 flights were canceled in a single week. Passengers missed weddings, organ transplants, and business deals. The media called it a meltdown. But if you look closer, this wasn't a technical glitch. This was a strategic choice. This is the story of what happens when a business worships efficiency so much it forgets to survive. To understand this crash, you have to understand the rules of the game. In late 2025, Indian regulators implemented Phase 2 of the Flight Duty Time Limitations, or FDTL. The goal was simple: pilot safety. 1. Pilots now needed 48 hours of weekly rest, up from 36. 2. Night landings were capped at 2 per shift, down from 6. On paper, this sounds fine. But for Indigo, this was a mathematical disaster. Their entire business model was built on ultra-high utilization. Their planes fly more than almost anyone else in the world. Their pilots were rostered to the legal limit to keep costs low. When the new rules kicked in, the math changed. Suddenly, a roster that required 100 pilots now required 120. Indigo didn't have those extra 20. And because they didn't have them, the plane stayed on the ground. For years, they ran a lean operation. In business school, we are taught that lean is good. We are taught to eliminate waste. But Indigo confused buffer with waste. They had razor-thin buffers. They had just enough pilots for a perfect sunny day. But when the regulatory storm hit, even though they had 2 years of warning, they froze. They didn't hire aggressively because hiring costs money. They didn't build a bench strength of pilots because sitting pilots don't generate revenue. They optimized for profit and loss, but they forgot about risk management. The result? They saved money on pilot salaries for 2 years, only to lose millions in refunds. Whether you run a software company, a factory, or a startup, ask yourself, where is your slack? In the last decade, efficiency was the king. But in the 2020s, with pandemics, wars, and sudden regulation changes, resilience is the new king. Authentic resilience costs money. It means hiring 10% more staff than you think you need. It means holding more inventory than the just-in-time model suggests, and it means having a plan B that you actually practice. Indigo's competitors, like the Tata Group Airlines, had deeper pockets and better buffers. They absorbed the shock. Indigo, the market leader, cracked because they were too efficient to be flexible. Indigo will recover. They're too big to fail. But the invincible aura is gone. They prove that you can be the cheapest and you can be the biggest, but if you aren't resilient, you are just one regulation away from chaos. Don't let your business be efficient to the point of fragility. If you want deeper breakdowns of business reality, click that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next case study.